connecting. I think. Okay, Stardad Farm.
That's the one.
We're in business, baby. We are in business. Okay, let me create my player avatar name.
Okay.
Did you just name yourself like your name?
I think I went with egg.
Egg. Okay. I'm gonna pick. Nice. Farm name Stardad. Favorite thing. Nice.
Is that relevant?
mustache.
Like, do other people give you a gift based on it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would love to receive this gift if that's possible.
What is it? Bitcoin?
No, my mustache.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. That's my favorite thing. I've named my character Burt Reynolds.
Okay, you know, I can get down with it.
Yeah.
Is Burt Reynolds? He died.
He must be dead now. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I haven't really kept up, but I just always found his name really funny. You know?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt. What a name.
Is it short for like Herbert?
Yeah.
Never really
must be
thought
right.
about it.
Herbert, Albert, maybe.
Norbert.
Norbert. Norbert. What kind of hairstyle did you go for the bald? with
Oh,
the long
I
hair?
went for baldness. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've
you
been.
can do the short. Oh, you went just totally bald.
You know, thanks for bringing it up. You're, you know, lucky for you, I'm not sensitive about it.
I mean, it's a video game though. You can let loose, right? You can have the hair that you've always dreamed of having.
I think I'm kind of like hair agnostic. Like I'm happy with where I stand on the hair front.
I gotta find the perfect. Oh, here we go. That's nice. That's nice. Yes. Okay. Shirt. What kind of shirt did you pick?
I think I'm wearing a red shirt with denim overalls.
Nice. I'm gonna wear this one. You got shorts or pants on?
I have pants on.
Right.
But we don't have to match, you know. You could to
No,
your heart's content, you can.
I've gone for shorts.
Okay.
Big fan of shorts.
I don't even wear shorts like in my private life.
Oh my god, that's all I wear.
Are you
Did I ever tell you about the time that because I wear shorts all the time. Like,
are you the guy who wears them in the winter? Like even in
the winter.
Okay.
Yeah. I never used to. I do now though, just because I've gotten a lot lazier.
Understandable.
And it's very mild over here. There's no snow or anything, so it's never that cold. And I'm never really just standing outside, right? But one time I was walking on the past my kids' school after I dropped them off. And this is like in the morning, so I'm walking on the side of the road. I got my shorts on, and it's kind of cold outside. And across the street, I see another dad that I recognize from the school. So I waved, I was like, "Hey, good morning," whatever. And he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Yeah, pretty good." He's like, "Still got the shorts on, eh?" He's like, "Yeah," but there was this look on his face, kind of like, damn, why am I not wearing my shorts?
Oh.
This guy, he looked a bit jealous, almost like maybe his wife said he wasn't allowed to wear his shorts anymore because it was cold or something like that, So he was it was one of those sort of almost jealous, envious.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah. Pretty funny.
I would have taken it the other way. I think I would have been still got them shorts on. It's to me that implies that he and the other dads have been talking about my shorts behind my back.
Yes.
And I honestly, I would start plotting revenge, I think.
Well, I don't know if anybody really does that, though.
You
are looking great.
You look like Bob Ross.
You look like you've caught a little bit of sun already.
Yes, I feel this is more tan than I am in real life, for sure.
Right.
You're just Bob Ross. But
it has worked out that way a little bit, yeah.
With anemia, kind of.
He's just got some deficiencies, I guess. I don't know how it's quite managed.
So, I don't really know what I'm doing in Stardew. So if you ever want to offer some guidance, I'll be happy to hear it.
Well, I'm just gonna plant of these crops because
How'd you get that?
there was a present in my house when I woke up in the morning.
Oh.
Oh, there's like a odd number. Oh, but you know what? Combined, we can make an even number, right?
Yeah, because I got
But
15.
But it'll still like not match up. That really bugs me, actually.
You set that up. I think I've got to lie in bed here for a little bit.
Oh, well, you already out,
Out
you
of energy already.
Just like you just chopped down like 20 trees like from the get-go.
Yeah, but if I think if I just stand in
breakfast.
the bed, I'm okay.
Hey, what do you think about people that like? I got called a boomer the other day.
Oh, man.
For saying that breakfast is still the most important meal of the day, and like apparently it's not anymore. And I never got the memo that that was the case. I just figured, you know, it's a golden oldie, right? Like people say it's the most important meal of the day, so it must still be. So I mean, I eat breakfast all the time.
I've long been a proponent. I have, in unprovoked, I have said things like, you know, people will always say things like, oh, I feel really bad today, like I just don't feel right. And then I'm like, well, have you tried drinking a glass of water, or like, have you eaten anything today? And they almost like, they tell me to shut up. They're like, you know, like I'm stupid for even suggesting that could fix their problem. And I'm like, but it always works for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know why people get so bent out of shape about this stuff. You know, like it's like it feels like it's like a real sore point now. You know, when you're talking about anything to do with food and stuff. If you're not like doing the latest greatest thing, which now is like keto, I guess, right?
Yeah,
you hear about
like
a lot of people doing keto,
intermittent
and I always
fasting,
just
or stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah, and I always just figured, you know, like I don't know if you need to bother with all that kind of stuff, and people get really offended, like when you say that.
Oh, you're telling me. And you'll laugh because, you know, we have like when we were playing Rocket League, I talked a little bit about investing. Now, and back then everybody was like, shut up about investing.
Yeah,
it's
now
so annoying.
Everybody wants to talk about it like crazy,
Exactly.
right? Because of all this GameStop stuff.
And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it anymore because this stuff, like, not to be rude, but and I hope that everybody that's in on it is making money on it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really investing so much as like it's kind of like a protest combined with a casino. And then whenever I say something like that, people are like, "Shut up, boomer! We hate you!" Like, and I'm like, "Well, I don't know what it is. Like, do you like investing or do you hate investing? I don't."
Yeah, I know. I don't even like. I mean, we've talked about investing before, and I was pretty upfront about not really knowing much about it. And the GameStop stuff, I don't get it at all. Like, I really don't I haven't read about it. I haven't really like sought any knowledge on it or whatever. But just everybody's talking about it, and I've never felt so old in my life. Like, for me, it's just like I don't know what they're talking about, and I'm gonna stay that way pretty much. Like I've made no effort to figure out what they're talking about, you know?
Yeah, that's like when you said you didn't know what was going on. In my head, that triggered like, oh, I should explain it, and then I realized like this guy's had all the opportunity in the world. If he wanted to learn about what's happening, he would have done it by now. So I'm just gonna shut up.
Connection to the net and stuff.
Yeah,
like, you know, I could easily find out, but I don't know. There's just something in me that just doesn't want to know. You know, it's such a weird thing.
Acceptable.
Are you are you following this? Are you interested in it? Do you have anything like to do with it, or is it just like
no, like
crazy thing that's happened on the internet and Reddit or whatever?
Yeah, it's basically like, I mean, it doesn't. I don't mean this to sound rude to people who are invested, but I don't consider it like investing. It's like, you know, sticking it to the man. It's like a revolution, which is fine. Honestly, I mean, I think if I got in early enough, I would be like, you know, posting diamond emojis like everybody else. But really, I'm invested in like a few stocks that I like the look of the balance sheet and their optimism. And and I'm optimistic about them, I should say. And I'm just kind of watching it and going like, you know, good for them.
Yeah.
It's really what it's all about.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's such a weird thing though, because it's a GameStop. Like what is going on with GameStop? Like it's like I haven't heard about GameStop for years. Like, how are they? How are people still even buying stocks in GameStop and stuff? Like,
Well,
I
like
just figured it.
they have a new CEO, which is part of the catalyst, but a very small part of it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think many people actually believe that it's like, you know, a $400 a share business. I think most people would probably say that it's like, you know, maybe a 30 to
50
60
cents or something?
No, no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day, but yeah, it's
No, but like, what do they do? Like, even like, how do they even have a new CEO? Like, what are they doing that's even sort of exciting enough for somebody to want to have that job now? Like,
he founded like a company that got bought by PetSmart, and then became like a $10 billion e-commerce for pet food and stuff. And then
right.
yeah, I mean, I don't really, to be honest, I don't fully understand all of it, but
no, I don't get it. I don't really get it either. We're gonna go to the beach, by the way.
Sure, yeah.
Because I think we'll get a fishing rod if we talk to old Willie or whatever his name is down here.
Beautiful. Anyway, like, yeah, I mean, I think it's a very cool thing, but I am definitely, I've had my fill of stock market takes this week.
Yeah. I've been watching sorry to change the subject.
Please do, please do.
I've been watching The Expanse. And I'm on season 3. Like, I'm maybe halfway through season 3 now. And man, I love it. It's so good.
Yo,
it's such a great show.
Season 3, I'm trying to think. So the first season is like almost the like detective stuff.
Yeah.
And then the second season.
Second season is Eros and
with
Miller and all that.
Marine Bobby, whatever her name is.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Gunny or whatever her name is. And then season 3 is like the all the really heavy political stuff.
Oh, with Avasarala or whatever.
Yes, in like the racing ship and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, I gotta go deposit this stuff.
Not to spoil it.
Yeah, it gets so the new one is season 5, is that correct? Or season 6?
Season 5, I think. Because it's been taken over now by Amazon, right?
Oh, you're in for a treat. Like, when they go from the sci-fi budget to the Amazon budget, it is a noticeable difference.
Really?
Yeah. Like, some of the stuff, especially season 1, it looks like a piece of plastic flying through the sky sometimes.
I don't know. I didn't find the effects that bad, actually. Like, I mean, considering it's TV, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like too bad.
But when they get the Amazon money, it's like it looks
just
a lot
transforms
better.
It.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's a surprisingly good show. I remember watching the first season on like a really long flight, and I liked it because it got me through the flight very quickly. And then I tried doing the same with season 2, but season 2 at the time, I don't know, maybe it was just like a rough flight or something. It just didn't capture me the same way.
Yeah.
And then I never got back around to it, but I'm glad I picked it back up. It's pretty good.
I think it's if you're not paying attention, like, it's not an easy show to watch mindlessly.
No.
You want to be as active as possible.
Yeah.
Just one second. I'm just letting my cat out here. And,
yeah, sure, no problem.
Accidentally sold a bunch of building materials I should not have sold.
He can do so much work today.
There we go.
Get some more trees cut down. Get some paths. The Expanse books are even better, apparently.
I feel like I'm kind of like done with reading, though.
Do you know what? I'm the same. I've got books, and I just can't bring myself to read them. Like, most of the reading I do now is just like on my tablet, like, or on like at my computer, and it's normally just like, if I want to find something out, I'll look it up, like read Wikipedia or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I hear about somebody, or like if I've seen like a show that somebody's in that I don't know, or, you know, I would like to find out more information about, I'll seek out that information and read it. But yeah, like novels and stuff, I can't remember the last time I read a book. It's been so long.
There was a time, and it followed multiple arcs in my own lore, but I like trivia a lot, and I wanted to get on Jeopardy. So
Right.
I know what my weaknesses are in trivia. One of them is literature.
Right.
European monarchs is another one. Anyway, there's a bunch, but religion is like whenever they have like a Bible category on Jeopardy, I'm like,
Yeah.
no chance. But one of them is literature, so I was like, you know what? I could read some books and learn a little bit about literature. So I read like 5 books, and then I just kind of I was like, that's enough. I read Brave New World. That was pretty good. I read The Stranger, which was I enjoyed. I read a Dostoevsky novel that basically bored me to tears, and I forget I read The Old Man and the Sea. I thought that was pretty good too.
Nice. Some classics.
That's all I want because I was only
you just
reading
wanted
them.
to read the classics.
I only needed to know the ones that would be on Jeopardy.
Man. So, and I take it you never got onto Jeopardy.
No, I've taken 2 online tests and never gotten a response. So I believe that I probably just didn't do as well on them as I thought I did.
And have you given up your dream now? You're never going to be on Jeopardy and you've just sort of resigned yourself to that? Or because like you see like there's like older people on Jeopardy all the goddamn time, right? Like
yeah, I think like I wouldn't say I've given up on my dream yet. And I would also say that I'm not that old.
No. No, but what I'm saying is like there's no rush.
Oh yeah.
You know, like maybe in 20 years time you'll get on Jeopardy.
That's my hope kind of. And then like I also thought like even if I kind of tanked the online test, it wouldn't matter so much because if I at least got to an audition, like don't you think it's just a cheat code to get on the show to be like I'm independently like pseudo famous and like I could bring at least another 5,000 people to this episode?
Yeah. Do you think that the people at Jeopardy look for that though, or do you think they're really just like all about like your raw skill at general knowledge?
So there is a bustling Jeopardy sub community that is like how like former champions post on the Jeopardy subreddit all the time. People like almost every day there will be somebody posting on the Jeopardy subreddit that's like, "Hey, my episode airs tonight." So like they give their insight on it, and
right.
It really seems like entertainment value. You wouldn't know it from watching the show, but like personality and entertainment value actually seem at least somewhat relevant when it comes to passing your audition, because you are supposed to do an in-person audition at some point.
Right. So there's more to it than just like your ability to answer questions.
Yeah, but you have to like
have to have like the X factor
exactly
as well.
But even the people who like you ever watch Jeopardy and like somebody's at 40,000 and then some dude is at like minus 1,200 and you're like, how did he get on? That guy is smarter.
We don't get Jeopardy over here. So like,
really?
I mean, I have seen it. I've watched it like when I lived in Canada or whatever. But yeah, no, it's not like on TV here. So I haven't seen it in years.
I didn't know actually. But like even the guy that like does the worst on Jeopardy is smarter than almost everybody you've ever met. At least from a trivia standpoint. Maybe not from a critical thinking standpoint.
Trivia is so it's difficult though, right? Like I remember reading about because I was playing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire not too long ago,
and like the new one that came out on Steam.
Yeah. It's pretty fun, and it took me like 8 hours to finally become a millionaire. But I mean, in the game, like it's easy after a while because you just come across the same questions, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you remember the answer, you'll do it, sort of thing. But I was watching like a documentary because like over here they had a guy who cheated, and they caught him cheating or whatever, and it was this big like scandal controversy thing, and they made a show about him, like a dramatized mini series about how he like cheated and stuff, and he had like his wife and like his friend were like, doing this triangulation of coughing, like,
Oh, really?
a certain amount of times in the audience, like to get the answer and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. But then they were interviewing people who legitimately won. And one of the ladies that they interviewed was saying that a lot of it was just luck. Like she was pretty good generally at trivia, but there was always questions near the end that were just impossible, right? And the only way that you would know them is if you just completely dumb luck managed to read about it recently or experience something to do with it recently.
Yeah.
And so like her $1 million question was like, who was like the who is the wife of the third ruler of like Aquitaine or something like that? Like who, like nobody knows that. But it just so happened that over the summer she had visited the tomb of this person like in France, because she was there like on vacation or whatever. So she knew the answer and she won it. But she said like had she not gone on that vacation, she would never have known and she would have just lost. Like it was like an impossible question to answer.
Yeah, I mean, well, the trip paid for itself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, big time. It's interesting though, isn't it? Like it's kind of like you can practice as much as you can and you can be like really really smart and stuff, but sometimes it just comes down to like right place at the right time, dumb
Oh,
luck, right?
absolutely.
It's crazy.
Do you like game shows in general?
Yeah, I do actually. Like I don't watch them like regularly, but like if they're on TV, I'll watch them. The game shows over here are different though. Like I remember growing up watching like Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right, Jeopardy, like those kind of shows. And I'm not sure what has come since those, but over here they've got this one called Pointless,
Okay.
which is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it might have made its way over to North America, but you're trying to. It's like it's a trivia show, but you get like like you get a question that can have multiple answers to it. You know, like it'll be like name players on like the 1994 Toronto Blue Jays team, right?
Okay.
But you're trying to give an answer that you think no one else will know. You know, so you're looking for like a pointless answer, right? So like, because the audience get to vote and stuff as well. So like, so when it comes to it, say they might say like Kelly Gruber, but like 90 people in the audience will have said Kelly Gruber because that's the only player that they knew, but he was like a popular player, right?
Yeah.
But then you might guess like, I don't know, Mookie Wilson or something, but nobody in the audience will have known it, and then you'll win because you had like, it was just you who guessed it or whatever. It was like nearly pointless. So you want to have like the least amount of points to win at the end,
Oh, that's
sort of thing.
interesting.
Yeah,
So you
it's
want
like it's a
something
pretty
that's
neat show.
like on the Family Feud, you would try to get like the smallest possible valid answer.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Is that oh, they have that in Family Feud as well?
Oh, no. Like here, everything in North American game shows except for Jeopardy is essentially the lowest common denominator.
Right, right. It's the opposite of Family Feud, somebody's saying.
Yeah.
Man, it's been so long since I watched Family Feud, I like don't even remember it. But they have like Countdown was another like popular game show over
I
here.
like Countdown. I've seen a little Countdown.
Yeah, Countdown. I'm trying to think what else. Like, well, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was pretty big. Weakest Link was really big for a while as well.
I
It was
feel
all right.
like you kind of in the UK they kind of have noble aims for the game shows. Like Countdown, I don't think would ever fly in North America. You could not
Yeah.
convince enough North Americans to watch a show where you do arithmetic, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's like mostly the arithmetic is kind of like not at the forefront of like the sort of like word forming part of the game, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit of a weird one. Like over here you have like there's like panel game shows that are like Whose Line Is It Anyway? You remember that?
Yeah.
Where it's like there's points, but like the points are they don't matter. You know what I mean? Like it's just like at the end they might be like, "Oh, that was hilarious. We've given Ryan Stiles 1,000,000 points or whatever sort of thing." And there's other shows like that. They're just like panel game shows that have like kind of like a traditional point system, but it's just it doesn't mean anything, right? It's like it doesn't matter. It's more just about like the comedy and like the improv that like the contestants can do, sort of thing. But then you get like University Challenge over here. I don't know if there's an equivalent in like North America, but it's like general knowledge sort of trivia, but it's like teams from universities across the country that compete
Oh
in it.
yeah.
So it's like really sort of like top level. These people are like actually pretty smart and stuff, and it's fairly interesting to watch. But I can't think of an equivalent, like a North American equivalent. I don't know if I've seen anything like that.
There used to it on this is I mean, I guess I'm talking to the right guy for it, but on TVO in Ontario, there's Reach for the Top, which they'll broadcast,
Reach for the Top,
which is basically like Scholastic trivia as well.
Oh right,
so,
okay.
But I mean, the production value is probably a little bit lower than.
Yeah, TV Ontario. It's like, I mean, from what I remember, I don't remember it being like an incredible production value. But I was talking to Dan. Dan lived close enough to Ontario to get a lot of like the TVO kids shows when he was growing up.
Yeah,
we were talking about like Polka Dot Door and Today's Special and all that stuff. I don't even know if that would have still been on when you were younger. But...
Oh, so like Polka Dot Door, I watched. My mom tells a story all the time of how like I never figured out that Polkaroo was just one of the hosts in a costume. like the one guy would always leave and be like, "What's that noise?" And then an enormous polka dotted giraffe would come in, and even as
Where's
a kid,
Gary?
yeah, I'm like, "What the heck?" Gary missed Polkaroo again. I can't believe it.
No. Yeah. It was a pretty good show. That used to be like the show that you used to watch before you went to bed when I was a kid. It was like the last thing that was on TV.
Yeah, it'd give you nightmares if you're not careful, though.
Yeah.
But I've talked about it with my chat before. This is probably a little after your time, but they spun off Polka Dot Door into a show called Polka Dot Shorts. And
Right.
It's funny, like the things your brain will, keep in there, like locked in, like concrete memories. Like I have to think about what the date of my anniversary is with my wife, but
Right.
I could summon for you, and I've done it before, I'll spare you, but I can summon the entire theme song of Polka Dot Shorts.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched it since 1997 or 1998. Like it's absurd. Why is that in there? Get out of there.
I know. It's like you can't touch this by MC Hammer. Like I know all the lyrics to that song still because I used to listen to it when I was like 10, and I used to like curse my brain like when I was like sitting an exam or whatever. It's like why can't I remember any of this stuff, but I can still like sing this goddamn song like 20 years later or whatever. Like you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's really weird. Do I want this broken CD? Probably not.
Are you fishing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
That's all I've been doing. I don't have like enough inventory space because I'm carrying all these logs and stuff around. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna like drop some of this stuff off at home. Yeah, fishing in this game is the best.
It's probably my favorite fishing game. Oh, and when you get like the super tough fish, like you can have real battles.
I got one. It's too fast. Like I just couldn't keep up.
Is the one that wears the top hat?
I couldn't see which one it was. It was just going very fast. So that's how I knew it was a monster.
Yeah.
I just couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, I like fixing up the community center as well.
We're a good match for this then, because I don't touch that stuff at all. Immensely
satisfying. I like you ever played like House Flipper or any of those games?
I have. I like House Flipper pretty decently.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't get down with too many games like that. Although, have you played Landlord Super?
Yes. Yeah, that was a great game.
That game I loved. I loved the kind of the jankiness of it.
It's the guy I know the guy who made that game. He works for like basically the same like the Yogscast.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
you're not allowed to
he
comment on it without acknowledging you have some kind of personal
No,
stake
no,
in
I
it.
can. I just like it's nice to it's weird though because like sometimes I'm playing games and I like a game that I really like and I really like Landlord Super, and I'm constantly thinking of things that they could add to the game to improve it and stuff. And I'm sometimes I'm streaming. I'm like, oh man, I'd love to get in touch with these developers and like give them my ideas and stuff. And like I could talk to this guy so easily, and I never have. Like, I've never bothered to like contact him and say like, "Hey, what about adding this or that or whatever?" But I
Yo, am
think
I
he's got
muted?
like
Am I
a good
muted?
roadmap
I
and
think I
everything.
am.
Anyway,
Thank you,
so
Seattle Big Cap, for the gifted
he knows what
subs.
he's
Thank you,
doing.
thank you.
It's been updated. Apparently, you can get tenants and stuff now.
Oh yeah, I only played like the initial
Yeah,
release.
yeah.
I like a game like I heard you talking about My Summer Car, which is kind of in the same vein, I think, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh, you haven't played that?
No, but people have suggested that like it
Oh,
would be
it's
a really
great.
good
It's
fit.
very janky, but it's actually really fun.
I kind of
I had
like
a
the
really good time
idea.
playing it.
Like I know that in like My Summer Car you can spend like 100 hours and then it just die or something,
Yes.
or your car can explode. That really appeals to me.
Yeah.
I play a lot of games where if you die you're just kind of done, and you have
Yeah.
to start from zero, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, my summer car is pretty brutal like that. A couple of times you got. I mean, I got to the point in my summer car where like because there's like survival aspects to it. You have to eat, you have to drink, and you have to like sleep and stuff. And so I needed to go pick up a part for my car from like a store or something. So I packed everything. I packed all my hot dogs. I had like a full case of beer in like the van and everything. And I was like driving down the road, like pounding back beers and throwing the bottles out the window. And then like on my way home with the car part, and then I crashed and died,
Um,
and I had to restart. It was good fun though. Like saying the motorcycle is insane as well. Like it's really janky, but it's honestly I had so much fun playing it. I've tried to go back and relive the glory a couple of times, and I can't do it. But the first time was amazing. It was so much fun.
yeah, there's something about it, right? Like, oh, and when you get like those janky games when you actually do something right, like. I remember
Yeah.
in Landlord Super when I finally got like the mortar, because like not only there was intended jank, and then there was like it was kind of a little broken
Yeah, yeah.
at launch, but it added to the charm. When I finally got the mortar to go the right way on the bricks, and the game took it as
Oh
the
yeah.
quest being done, it's like one of the
Yeah,
hardest
yeah.
things I've ever done in a game, I think.
Yeah. I liked did you steal all those bricks from the parking lot of the pub
I
as
believe
well?
I did, yeah.
I was like loading up my wheelbarrow sky high with those things, but they kept breaking. Oh, it's really fun. Oh man, do you know another really good game that I played a while back? But it's like one of the only games that I've played where I feel like I would love to just like that small part of my brain that remembers playing that game. I would love for them to remove that from my brain so that I could re-experience that game again for the first time and enjoy it just as much.
Mm.
Is Return of the Obra Dinn. You ever play that?
Oh yeah, no, I played that on stream. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. I loved it.
But you're
And I
right, you
had so
can't
much fun
really go
playing it.
back because
No,
it's
it's
so
like that's it.
yeah.
You'll know like all the puzzles and stuff straight away, right? Like it just won't be as fun. But it was a
Yeah.
really good one. I love that. And Papers, Please, I like that as well.
Yeah,
You
same
must
boat.
have played that.
Yeah, actually, so I played that back in like 2013, I guess. But I
Yeah.
remember like so the developer of that, Lucas Pope, I actually met him at I think Tokyo Game Show because
Oh,
he
nice.
lives in Japan.
Yeah.
I remember him telling me about the Obra Dinn, and I was like, "Whoa, that seems really cool." And then,
Yeah.
I mean, that was in development for so long, too.
A long time.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he did everything though. Like
yeah. It turned out.
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a really highly rated game, isn't it? It's like it's reviewed super well and stuff, so it's probably worth it. But yeah, no, I loved it, man. I really love that.
Yeah,
I hope he does something else like that.
yeah.
Just like
No, I hear you.
you know, or even just like let somebody else make a whole bunch of games like that. Like just different themes and stuff would be great. I just like solving the mysteries, you know? And some of them you felt really smart. You're like, "Oh yeah, I figured it out." And some of them you're just like, "All right, I just guessed like that like crazy." But it still like feels pretty good. Oops.
Yeah, I would just I mean, I'm not a great critical thinker in that respect. So usually I would just wait for somebody in chat to say the answer, and then I would pretend that I came up with it.
Oh yeah, I'd like to do that as well.
I mean, I don't want to give away anyone's secrets, but it's very good.
Yeah.
You know, when you're so many times it happens, and then I just go like, "Hey, wait a minute, what if I did this?" And then people were like, "Whoa, he's so smart."
How did you figure that one out?
And like, I don't think people realize, like, if you read chat fast enough, you can actually just have chat just do the stream for you, basically, because they'll give you all the jokes and stuff too, and then you just gotta steal the joke from chat and pretend it was yours.
Yeah, no, it's like that time chat played Pokemon, right?
Yeah,
you just let them stream for you as well.
It's pretty sweet.
Check chat, find the funny jokes, repeat them, but then don't credit the original joke maker.
Oh no, of course not.
So that you look better. And then they tell you how to. They got all their wikis open, so they tell you how to figure out all the secrets in the games and stuff as well. Bam.
Yeah, how do you feel on or about backseating? The classic Twitch question.
I mean, usually I ask for like pointers and stuff, but like not like specific stuff. Normally I just say like, "Oh, can I do something like this or whatever?" And then, you know, chat are like, "Yes, you can do that." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know, like it's just sort of I think I'm just used to it now. Like I'm not like a big sort of spoiler person, you know? Like,
same. Yeah.
If somebody spoils a movie for me, I don't really mind. You know, like I'm just like, whatever. Like
I actually
I'll still watch it anyway.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of prefer it.
Yeah. You like to know what you're getting into?
Not always, but there are some times where I'm like, you know, a new movie will come out and I'll be like, that looks really interesting, but I'm not gonna go see it right now. And I'll just like look up the entire plot on the internet, and then I'll be like, whoa, that's really cool. And then oftentimes it'll be like 3 or 4 years later, and I'll watch the movie and I'll be like, man, I bet this is what happens. And then it's just like
turns out you'd already read about it.
Yeah, it's just an echo in my memory of like.
No. I mean, it's even more so with like with the little baby as well. You'll find like less time to fully watch movies and stuff, and you'll just opt for, well, I'm never gonna really watch it. I might as well just read about it and see if the story's any good or whatever. And then usually that's good enough. I mean, I had to do that with Resident Evil 7. I tried to play it. I was so scared I couldn't play it. But I wanted to know what happened, so I just went on Wikipedia and just read about the whole thing. I tried watching other people play it, which was less scary, but I just didn't really feel like watching other people play it either, so I just read about it instead.
It's a good game. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. Yeah.
I don't play many horror games. I also get. I mean, Minecraft is like scary enough for me, but I did play that one through on stream.
Wow, the whole thing?
Yeah, and again, this might be, I don't know, relatable, or maybe we feel differently about it, but I feel like just about every game, including Resident Evil 7, is about 30% longer than it should be. And so I feel like I always start at like, if I have to stream a game 6 times to beat it, after the first stream is the peak of enjoyment, and then pretty much from there, I'm just waiting for it to end. You may not feel the same way, though.
No, I do. I do feel the same way. Sorry, I'm being accosted.
Yeah, Donowald.
By chat.
Okay.
Because, okay, listen. I was playing Minecraft earlier, and I was trying to figure out how to make this ring around the dome.
Yeah.
And I was having a lot of trouble doing it. I had like the plots thing open. I was trying to follow it. I was getting confused. I was getting annoyed. And I could see chat just scrolling like crazy. All the Einsteins were out in full force with all their big ideas on what I was doing wrong and stuff, but I was ignoring them. And then I was getting donations as well, and TTS was going off. And then at one point, I just skipped the alert and muted the alerts so that I could actually concentrate on these numbers. I mean, I apologized and stuff, but I mean, you know, it's sometimes just not enough. Some people just get really salty about it.
No, I understand. I do.
So, yeah.
Do you ever feel like sometimes chat's just looking for a fight?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, chat. That's what I tried to tell you yesterday, and
Yeah, no, they're always looking for a fight, and they always want to see people get angry for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, I hate drama." And then they'll be, "Oh, but Apollo hasn't been on the show in a while. Why is that?" And then somebody who doesn't know anything will be like, "I bet he hates him now."
Yeah?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You do though, right?
Yeah, no, I don't like him very much.
No.
I'm intimidated by his gaming prowess.
Oh my god. He's too good at games.
And the other thing is that, you know, within our like NLSS circle, I've kind of been the big fish for a while, so I used to boss people around a lot, and I'd be like, "Hey, don't
play like this.
Yeah, go offline. I'm going
content
online
here and stuff." Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, and now that he's having, you know, a lot of success with Among Us, you know, I feel undermined, even though, you know, he hasn't said anything. So yeah, so he's excommunicated. He's a persona
non grata. Do you send him
grata.
messages every day saying like, "I made you" and stuff like that, or
here's one thing that I have sent him that before, but only over voice, and on Snapchat, so he can't screenshot it or whatever. But but what I like to do is I'll send him like 75 messages in Discord, and then I'll delete them all, but it doesn't delete the alert.
Right.
So he looks
alerted.
at Discord and he's like, "What? 75 pings?" But then he's like, "There's no pings."
Man, have you ever thought of maybe just doing 75 pings, but just done like emojis for each one? Like just one emoji for each one?
I don't know 75 emojis though. I think I know 6 emojis.
Yeah, but there's a whole list that you can pick from, new emojis. Like I sent you that one the other day, 2 men wrestling.
You did send me men
That's
wrestling.
a new emoji. I'd never seen that one before. But I just found it, like just browsing through the list. I thought it was a pretty good one.
I know that, like this is a joke I think that a stand-up comedian has already made, but every time, like if I know the exact thing to type in to get the emoji, no problem. If I have to scroll, it's never gonna happen because there's like at least 1,000 emojis that I can't believe exist.
Yeah, my phone kind of tries to put emojis in, like if I type a certain word. So like if I type the word thumb, it'll do like the thumbs up emoji.
That's a good one.
It'll like replace the word with the emoji, or try to. It gives me the option. So sometimes I'll be typing a text message and it'll just be like, "Oh wow, there's an emoji for this. I didn't even realize." And then, you know, if I'm feeling fruity, I'll just use it. You know. Well, other times I'll just stick to the words. Like, you know, just it really just depends. I think there's definitely a place for emojis, right? Like,
I'm okay with them.
I like them sometimes.
I
use them a lot more now, I find. And another time I like to use them is on in Twitter DMs. Reactions.
Oh, as reacts, yeah, okay.
Because it's such a subtle way of getting the last word, right? Because I kind of just like to get the last word.
Can understand that, yeah.
You know? And then sometimes you just don't really know what to say, so you just like do like you react to the last message with like the fire one or something.
Yeah.
Or like
100.
thumbs up is a good one.
Yeah. You ever back in the day you ever get into like poke wars on Facebook?
No, I didn't really use Facebook.
Wise. Very, very wise.
Yeah. I used it as like a fan thing when I started doing YouTube.
Right, yeah.
I'd already used Twitter quite a bit like before I got into YouTube and everything. So like I was used to using it. And once I started YouTube, I went through this phase where I was like, oh, I need to use Facebook as well. Like I need to like have like a bigger social media presence.
You're missing out.
I'll post like video links and stuff on there or whatever. But like I don't feel like it ever did much, and I just hated using it. And now I can't even get into my account. So apparently, like Facebook's rules for like unlocking your account if it's been like somebody's tried to get
No,
into
Corey,
it or
it's okay.
whatever,
Don't worry about
is
it.
like you have to send a code to 5 of your friends on Facebook, and then they
Yeah.
have to send you the response code. But because of the way that I set up my Facebook page to do with like YouTube and everything, I was accepting people left, right, and center, but I don't know any of them. So like I don't have a way to reach out to these people with these codes, so it's just gonna be locked forever now. I can't get back into it.
Oh, it's a sad story.
Yeah, I know, it's such a shame. Like
But
just getting ready to branch out, find like, some old people I went to school with and stuff, but
it
now
kind
I'll
of
never talk to
sucked.
them again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better this way though. Like I think you're designed to have like phases in your life where you just never see those people ever again.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I don't think about them very often. So like I must be, over it sort of thing, like
Like I had
if I really missed them, I would just try to phone them
you'd
or
find a
something,
way, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm just going to bed here. I'm so
I'm just gonna go do some night
you
fishing.
can, you can, why not? Why not?
I got a little bit of energy left, It's waste not, want not. Let's get out there, haul in some big honkers. Like let's do it.
I feel kind of. I mean, this is not a story that paints me in a great light, but like I was like best friends with this guy from like maybe first grade until eighth grade, and then in high
Right.
school we kind of like drifted apart. Like I was more
Yeah,
of like
that happens. Though,
yeah,
right? High school changes your friend dynamics for sure.
he was more in like the cool group, and I was more in like the. I don't want to say I was in the super nerd group, like I was in
No.
eating in the bathroom, but I was in. I knew I knew my place in high school. I was in like the middle
Right,
tier
right.
socially,
Yeah.
and like so. But then when Facebook came out, when I was in like my first year of university, so like everybody from high school added each other, and like maybe a year ago, he sent me like a super long message on Facebook that was like, "Hey, like I really want to reconnect. I don't know like when we stopped hanging out so much, but like I don't know like if I did anything that made it happen, and it would be like really cool to connect and just touch base and see what's up." And I just
Yeah.
kind of like never responded.
No, I mean it's fair enough. It's no, I mean it's a weird one. Like you were in high school when social media was becoming like a big deal, right? Or was
Yeah.
being used but I mean it didn't even exist when I was in high school.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
just didn't have, we were still, it was still like dial-up internet and stuff, right? Like I think we finally got like cable internet like after I'd finished school, like long after I'd finished school and like was working and stuff. So
You're
like
paying by the
there was
minute.
just
Yeah.
there was just nothing. Yeah, I was paying by the minute, yeah. But like but I think it's fair enough to like not respond in those cases, you know what I mean?
It wasn't
Because
like
it's
a
like
rudeness thing, but
no.
I'm not gonna like I don't want to type out a message that's because I didn't really think we drifted apart. Like I don't, there wasn't really like anything. I don't want to
No.
relitigate ninth grade in my 30s,
Yeah.
and I don't even really remember what happened.
No, yeah, exactly.
But like, and also and this is a little rude again for sure. But I remember when I told this story to my chat for the first time, I was kind of like socially, I'm just sort of full. I don't
Yeah.
have like a lot of
Wait,
friends.
was this at a time when you were like becoming like bigger on YouTube and stuff as well? Like
Yeah,
was
like, I
it
mean-
to do with that?
I don't. Maybe it was that like he's like, oh, I didn't realize that he is like a Z-list celebrity in a certain circle of
Yeah.
the internet. But like I based on like his profile, it seems like he's actually doing like very well for himself. I don't think it was like I was getting hit up for money or whatever.
No.
But it was like I just I have like my wife and now my baby, and like that's my social life. Like I don't.
Man, yeah, no,
I don't want to expand
amen.
it.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I'm the exact same way. I like once you create like your own people and stuff, your social quota is met instantly every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't really need to like have more people to like I mean like hanging out with people playing games and stuff is different. Like I would just be playing games anyway, and I prefer to have other people's company while I'm playing it or whatever. But I'm talking about like real life friends, like going to meet for coffees and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I have friends that I've made like through work or whatever. And you know, like I meet with them occasionally when there's no COVID and stuff,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But like I wouldn't like go to like a bar and like, you know, try to make new friends. You know what I mean? Like
It just
I
seems
would
weird to
never
me.
do
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, I would just not do it. But I guess some people do that. I guess I don't know.
I'm.
Make your own dudes. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we got a third dude on the way. Like that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough dudes. That's a lot of people to talk to in a day. You know.
When